Good evening, everyone. Hope you're all having a great Friday. It's finally the end of the work week. Have a weekend coming up here. A few activities around the house as far as cleaning and arranging and organizing and getting that sort of thing taken care of. Today on the channel, got something a little bit different planned. Still card themed, but I think you'll all enjoy it. But sometime this weekend, I've got bought today at Walmart a few of these value packs of 2020 Bowman, so I'm kind of excited about opening them. There's 2 packs, and then 1 exclusive pack of camo parallels. So I got a few of those to open up. And then I got a stack of random cards out of my most recent purchase that I was telling you guys about with the flea market and antique stores. There you see a Joe Gibbs card there on top, so I'm looking forward to showing you guys some of the neat cards that I found in my latest purchase. But today, title of this video is going to be Ladies' Night on High Octane Cards, and the cards that I'm going to be featuring today are women in racing, basically drivers or owners or whatever whatever cards of female personalities that there have been in NASCAR. So I think you'll all enjoy this video, and just sit back, and I got a couple stacks here that I'm going to go through, and I hope you all enjoy this. Naturally, we would start off with Hailie Danica. I'm not going to really go into the years on some of these cards, but I know that that is an Apex insert. We have a 94 high gear. This would be a Kelly Earnhardt. Of course, this was the year that they had all 3 Earnhardt's kids on a card together, plus Dale Jr., Kelly, and Kerry on their own separate cards. A 1990 Max of Shauna Robinson. I believe that's her rookie card, and this would have been when she was racing in the NASCAR Goodies Dash Series. Teresa Earnhardt, she was the owner, or listed as the owner, of the number 3 Busch Series car, the Goodwrench car. And there you see where she is listed as owner, driver's wife, Goodwrench Chevrolet. Danica, 2012, I believe. Eclipse, I'm sorry, 2010 Eclipse, there you see the facsimile silver signature there, and it is a rookie. Couldn't remember if 9 or 10 was her rookie. Patty Moise, 1989 Max. Of course, this was featured in our 89 set review that we did early on in the channel. Another Danica rookie, 2010 Stealth. This is a nice card. Kind of enjoyed this set, except that sometimes that glare and prismatic effect can get a little bit distracting. You seen this one when I opened that box of 2011 Element, Jessica Brunelli. We were looking for the Chase Elliott rookie. Is that 2011? Did I get that right? Yeah, looks like it's right. But we were looking for a few of the rookies in that set. Brandon McReynolds and a couple others. 1991 tracks. I know we've seen this one a few times when we did our box breaks on the 91 tracks. Of course, Elton Sawyer and Patty Moise are a couple, and they were the first married couple to race together in the Busch Series, now the Xfinity Series. Linda Petty, sadly, of course, Linda passed away a few years ago. She is the wife of Richard and the mother of Kyle Petty, and she was always a fixture at the racetracks. Here we have I'm going to say that's 2017 Donruss Race Queens of Danica Patrick. Let's see how close I was. 2018. I knew I was 1 year off one way or the other. 1992 Max Red. Of course, there's a Max Black version, which has black background with the gold foil lettering and the stripes there. Shauna Robinson. Again, this is from her Goodies Dash days. I can't remember if 92 or 93 when she made her Busch Series debut. I don't remember that right off the top of my head. Of course, we have an Optic Illusion Danica Patrick. And this is going to seem very Danica tilted, but it's just she has more cards produced than many others. We have a 165 of 299 parallel from Donruss 2019. 17. A little bit further off there. Another insert from 2016 certified, 2018 certified, 64 of 149. Another, another certified, 100 out of 249, like those round numbered cards, 100, 200, etc. Janet Guthrie. Janet was a pioneer. She was the first lady to qualify for the Indianapolis 500. I want to say off the top of my head it was 1977. I could be wrong. This is from the Press Pass Legends back about 2007. You see it's numbered 684 of 999. Let's see how close we were. 2007, we nailed that one. 2012, Fanfare. I'm sorry, 2013, Fanfare, Danica Patrick. A little blurry, got my contacts in. Another Janet Guthrie car. Of course, Janet made several Winston Cup Series starts in the late 70s and a few in the very, very early 80s. I want to say her best finish was 6th at Bristol in maybe 1979 or 80, somewhere around in there. And she did lead one lap under caution, I believe. So she was the first woman that I can remember that led a lap in a NASCAR Cup Series competition. Johanna Long is a former Snowball Derby winner. She also drove in the Nationwide/Xfinity Series a handful of years ago for ML Motorsports. ML Motorsports was actually based out of Indiana here. It was about 150 miles away from me in the northern part of the state. I believe the lady that owned the team, her name was Mary Louise Miller. Derek Cope also drove the car. It was numbered 70. I'm not sure what has happened with that team. Nationwide/Xfinity Series. The teams are small, so they come and go really quickly. The more established teams, of course, like Childress, Hendrick, Gibbs, etc., they do stay around for a while. These smaller teams, they just, show up one year and then they're gone a couple years later. She was really competitive in a very underfunded car. Shauna Robinson, this was in 1994 tracks. 1993 was when this picture was taken. She would have been driving for Mike Laughlin, the number 35 Polaroid Captiva car. In 1994, she moved to Ed Ferree's team, driving a 46 Polaroid-sponsored Captiva car at the beginning of the season, but that sponsorship would go away later in the season and force the team to shut down to a part-time status. This is 2002 Press Pass base set card of Shauna Robinson when she made her Cup debut in 2001. Of course, in 2002, she was racing for Rookie of the Year with BAM Racing. This picture, she was driving a Tropicana-sponsored Dodge, and there were several owners of the car. I think Michael Waltrip might have had something in that team, but I really don't remember the people that were involved with that team right offhand. We have another Johanna Long card. Of course, Johanna got married a few years ago. I follow her on Twitter, but I can't remember what her last name is now. I don't think she races anymore either. 91 tracks, Patty Moise. Patty ran a handful of Cup Series races from 1987 through about 1991 or 92. Excuse me. This one's probably my favorite Shauna Robinson card because it does show her with her Polaroid Captiva outfit. I think it's just Polaroid here, but it was later Polaroid Captiva. Of course, you have a Hoosier Tire sticker or patch there because a lot of the teams did run Hoosier tires. Patty Moise in her Busch Series car. I believe this Busch Series car was co-owned by Michael Waltrip at the time. Another Patty Moise car. She did run a year for Doug Taylor Motorsports in the number 40 Dial Purex car. One of the Danica insert cards back in the day. Excuse me, my allergies are just really, really on fire today. Here we have another insert, number 17 of 50, Skills from Certified, probably 2016. Is that a little bit of dust on there, maybe? Another Donruss Race Queens. This one's numbered, sorry about the glare, 145 of 499. 2002 trackside. Now this is where Shauna shows up with her BAM number there. One thing I did like about the 2002 trackside is they did use the trademarked numbers of the team. So I thought that added a little bit instead of just having a generic number. Plus also has their manufacturer in the lower left-hand corner there. The BAM Racing Dodge. Beth Ann Morgenthau was the owner of that team. There's a picture of the Dodge. It was unsponsored most of the year. She was released later. I believe Kenny Schrader took over in 2003 with sponsorship from 1-800-ATT and later Schwann's company took over sponsorship for a few years. 1996 Action Pack Credentials had behind the scenes with the drivers' wives. This is Kim Wallace, Kenny Wallace's wife, I believe. A lot of Wallaces to keep up with. You have Michael Waltrip's now ex-wife, Buffy Waltrip. And this is Kim Irvin, Ernie Irvin's wife. Then you have Risa Speed. Yeah, it looks like it says Rice, but it's pronounced Risa. That would be Lake Speed's wife. Of course, there's DW with his wife, Stevie. They were married way, way back in the 1970s, I think, maybe. Because I think when Darrell started racing Cup, they had just got married, maybe 71, 72, somewhere in that era. Cindy Elliott, if I remember right, this is Chase's mom. Now you see Bill, Chase's dad, in the background. Brooke Gordon, yeah, this is Jeff Gordon's ex-wife. You all know that that didn't end up well. Teresa Earnhardt. I like this card. I mean, it just went with that Earnhardt theme in that 94 high gear set. Of course, she's on the 91 tracks, which is her rookie card. Unical had what they called race stoppers. Of course, Unical 76 was the official fuel of NASCAR for many years. We lose a couple cards there, and there'd be another race stoppers card behind that one. I did see that one. So they would show up at the different tracks and hand out promotional gear and do the contests and giveaways and so forth. Tammy Jo Kirk, she raced in the Truck Series for a couple of years. I think she actually came from motocross. So she raced about 1997, 1998 in that era of the Truck Series. Of course, this is Brooke Seeley, Jeff Gordon's before they got married. She was actually one of the Miss Winston showgirls. They met in Victory Lane 1993 at Daytona when Jeff won the qualifying race that he was entered in. NASCAR had a policy at the time that the Winston girls could not date the drivers, and they kept it under wraps for quite a long time before somebody found out, and she was forced to resign from that position. We have another Danica, an Ignite Turning Point insert card. Like I said, this is going to seem like a very Danica-esque video, but again, she had the most cards produced of any of the female drivers or figures in the sport. A Press Pass Fanfare Showtime card. Here's one of those three-dimensional Press Pass premium cards from 2011, maybe? Yeah. We have a Prism Machinery, her Nature's Bakery sponsorship. Of course, that didn't turn out real well either. One of her GoDaddy rides from 2011. I've been to the Xfinity or Nationwide Series. First time we've seen Jennifer Jo Cobb today. Of course, Jennifer currently races in the Truck Series in her own team. I believe it's the driventohonor.org trucks. I can't remember her manufacturer. She kind of switches a little bit here and there. But she's been in the Truck Series for quite a while and has a best finish to 6th at Daytona about 4 years ago. There we have Janet Guthrie again. Got to meet Janet a few years ago at Indianapolis. I have her autograph on one of the IndyCar cards that I have of her. Aaron Crocker, now Aaron Evernham. Of course, that was a little bit of a controversial story as she was driving for Ray Evernham at the time. And yeah, if you want to hear some, Jeremy Mayfield has an interview on the Dinner with Racers podcast. He doesn't go into a whole lot of detail, but he does clue you in on a few things that may or may not have went down during that time. Patty Moise during her time in the Busch Series. This is 1996 Upper Deck Road to the Cup. We have one of the Miss Winstons here, Renee White. A Johanna Long card from Ignite. Danica from Ignite. There's one of Patty. There's a couple more of Patty Moise's cards. There wasn't a lot of car cards of the lady drivers back in these days. Of course, when Danica came on, they added a whole level of adding the picture cards of her of the cars. Here we have a prism of Danica in her Nature's Bakery outfit. Y'all seen me pull this one, I think, out of one of those Collector's Championship Collection blaster boxes, repack boxes. Really, really like this card. So it'll probably stay PC. That one's going to stay PC for sure. So we're still adding to the Hailie Deegan collection here. Have another Danica. So like I said, you're going to see several Danicas here. Not by choice, but just by default, because she ended up... There's Brittany Zamora in the 2020 Donruss. You've seen me pull a few of those. Seen me pull a couple of these Hailie Deegans. Another Danica pit stop scene. That one looks like it's at... it's a green wall, so that might be Kansas or Chicago. Not real sure. It's definitely one of the... Might be Kentucky. It's Kentucky because they used the green walls for the Quaker State 400. Danica, gold version. I don't think it's numbered, but nonetheless. The orange version Danica. The orange version Brittany. Y'all watch me pull the orange version Hailie. That one resides with Danny and Gray, so I know they enjoy that one very much. We have an Anna Parkhurst. Tina Gordon. Tina Gordon was a truck driver for a couple of years, and if you want to go back, go on YouTube. I can't remember what year it was. It may have been whatever year this one is. It looks like it says 2004. But type in Tina Gordon Atlanta truck crash. She was involved in one of the most vicious crashes in the truck series I've ever seen with Hank Parker Jr. and Rick Crawford. Just totally obliterated her truck. She was practically uninjured. So was Rick Crawford. I think he might have had a small ankle injury, and Hank Parker Jr. ended up with a mild back injury. Here we have Hannah Newhouse. Of course, Hannah works for MRN. We have the camo version of that card. I probably pulled this one on the channel too, I don't recall. We have Hailie Deegan New Age. Nicole Baird. I don't know much about Nicole. I haven't really done a lot of research on her. Kate Dallenbach. Of course, this is the daughter of Wally and Robin Dallenbach. And Robin raced a few two cup races in Michigan in 1982, I believe for J.D. Stacy, most likely. There we have another Hailie Deegan. I need to get that one sleeved up. I do not have a clue as to why it is not in a sleeve. Shame on me. A couple McKenna Bell fanfare. Looks like a parallel and a base. Don't know much about it other than it is her rookie. Another, that's a little, I've just seen the hairline. I thought it was Danica. Leilani Munter rookie. I know she ran a few ARCA races. Don't know much about her. Tina Gordon again. And of course, like I say, go on YouTube and check out that crash. That was just one of the most hellacious, vicious wrecks that I've seen in the truck series. Aside from maybe Jeffrey Bodine's crash in 2000 at Daytona. And there's a couple other ones that had serious impacts. But this one, just the way that two trucks hit her so fast. All three drivers were very lucky in this. And the final card I have to show you for a day is this Rittenhouse. I believe it's from 2007. This is actually Danica's IndyCar. And I put rookie on. I put this in a rookie sleeve. I know it's not her NASCAR rookie, but technically should be her IndyCar rookie. There you see Rittenhouse. So this was they sold several boxes and sets of these back in the day. I just never jumped on the bandwagon. I wish that I had, because could have pulled the Danica autograph or Dan Weldon. I did eventually buy the Dan Weldon autograph on eBay for a steal, but it did end up with the Dan Weldon. There's several other IndyCar driver autographs in that set I'd like to get. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's just a little change of pace, as I don't have... I've been, went to Target and Walmart today, and they didn't have any... They had one Victory Lane box from 2019, but I didn't want to just open one pack of racing and call it a day. So I've got some more running to do this weekend, so hopefully maybe I can pick up a couple blasters. I'm also going to be looking on eBay for a few more blaster lots, so maybe I can keep some new stuff coming for you guys. Like I say, sometime this weekend we'll open these packs of 2020 Bowman Baseball. We'll go over the flea market finds with this stack that I pulled out of the boxes that I had purchased yesterday. Still got to go through most of one of the boxes. Went through most of the first box. Second box, not so much. It was kind of time to go to bed, so I just decided to call it a night and wrap it up. But we will go through those sometime this weekend, let you guys see what I picked out of those boxes. But I do appreciate, keep those likes coming. We're still at 118 subs. When we get to 500, like I said, I'll do a giveaway at 500. It'll be a relic giveaway where it'll either be a racing, a wrestling, or a baseball relic card. So we've got some time to get there. And it'll give me an opportunity to kind of look around and see what I can put on those three little easels there in the back to replace the cards that we have sitting there. But I do appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate the likes, the comments, the subscriptions, everything. Truly appreciate what you guys are doing for the channel. So we will see you again tomorrow. Hope you all have a great rest of your Friday.